Imagine this, you just got out of prison after 15 years. You've got no job, no money, no identity. What do? I know you're already curious, but before we get into the craziness, welcome to Flakes and Chills. This is where we break down movies and TV shows like we are just chilling over a chill drink. Here, we talk about the real stuff, the action, the drama, the moments that make you scream at your TV. So before I continue, hit that subscribe button because trust me, you don't want to miss out on the gems we drop here. Without wasting much time, let's get right into the video.
The office of which I now enter, and that I have no knowledge of any circumstance, past or present, that would disqualify me from the assignment of this office. So help me God.
Alright, so this is a show that hit our screens back in 2013, created by Jonathan Trooper and David Skekler. I don't know if that is the right pronunciation. And trust me, if you haven't seen it yet, you are missing out on one of the most wild crime dramas ever. But here's what you need to know, yeah? This series follows a man named Lucas Hood, who is an ex-convict. And mind you, that name self no being ono. He just got out of prison after 15 years. He was a thief, a damn good one, but he made a mistake that all smart criminals make. He fell in love, and not just with any woman, remember? This woman was the daughter of a powerful crime boss. Her name was Anna, and trust me, what they had was more or less like Bonnie and Clyde. They were both partners in crime and in love. But let me ask you, what is the #1 rule of the streets? You don't mess with the boss's daughter. But did he listen? No. Did it end well? What do you think? 15 years later, he gets out of prison and tracks her down, but the woman he knew has already moved on with her life. She now has Carrie Hopewell as her new name, has a new life, a new family, and Lucas is still stuck in the past.
And the best part of this series is the fact that the show doesn't waste time at all. No long unnecessary build-up, just straight up action, drama and madness from the very first episode. Now wait, before I tell you about one of the craziest fights in the entire series, one that made me feel pain through my screen, I need you to do me a favor, okay? Please hit that subscribe button because once I tell you about this fight, you are going to want to come back for more insane TV shows just like this one. Okay, let's continue. So there is a fight scene, Lucas Hood versus a massive MMA fighter in a prison cell. I don't even know if I can call it a fight because, my dear, it was more like an attempted murder. The punches in this scene, oh god, you will feel them in your soul. Like, look, this is not one of those Hollywood fights where people get punched and still looked pretty. No, in Banshee, when people fight, bones break, blood spills, and faces swell up like pounded fufu. You know pounded fufu, right? You know how pounded fufu looks like. The way Lucas took hits in that fight, I almost reached out for painkillers on his behalf. Okay, enough of the actions. Let's talk about the characters. FYI, nobody in this show is normal. Every single one of them is a menace to society in their own way. Lucas Hood, our fake sheriff, is a walking problem. Carrie, his ex-girlfriend, tried to move on with a normal life. But let's be honest, this show doesn't allow peace at all. Kai Proctor, the town's villain, is the kind of bad guy who wears expensive suits, smiles at you, and ruins your life at the same time. But my personal favorites are Lucas Hood and Sugar, the old bartender who has seen it all. I mean, if Sugar gives you advice, my dear, you better take it immediately. And with Lucas, you guys, this man is an enigmatic ex-con posing as a murdered sheriff who imposes his own brand of justice while also cooking up plans that serve his own interest. I mean, he doesn't solve crimes the legal way. He solves them the Lucas Hood way. And trust me, his way is not pretty at all. But here's the thing, you can't help but love the chaos he brings. The man has got some serious skills when it comes to getting things done, whether it's shooting first and asking questions later, or making deals with shitty people you wouldn't even trust to babysit your goldfish. And that's what makes Lucas Hood so addicting. I mean, this guy, he's the kind of character that you hate to love. He's just like T-Bag in Prison Break. He's got this dark past that keeps catching up with him, but at the same time, he's trying to do something good. Well, maybe. And that is part of the charm. He's not your typical hero, and he sure as hell doesn't fit the mold of a small town sheriff. And let's not forget his love life. Oh boy, that man has got more drama than a soap opera. Now, the acting in the show, well, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Every single actor delivered. Even the minor characters felt real, like people you could actually meet in a shitty town somewhere. But I feel what really sets Banshee apart is the action. Like, I'm not joking when I say this show has some of the most realistic, brutal, and satisfying fight scenes I've ever seen. It's not just about throwing punches, so hey, every hit in this show carries weight. you feel the damage. There is no plot armor protecting characters from pain. If you mess up, you bleed. If you make an enemy, you suffer. It's so refreshing to watch a show where actions actually have consequences. And that's what Banshee is really about. Consequences. Every character is trying to outrun their past, but their past keeps catching up with them. It's a show about survival, revenge, redemption, and the never-ending cycle of violence. No one is truly innocent in this town, and no one is ever safe. So, the question here is, should you watch Banshee? Let me break it down for you. If you love fast-paced, action-packed storytelling, then yes, go for it. If you love crime, revenge, and morally grey characters, absolutely go for it. If you're a fan of Breaking Bad, The Punisher, or Sons of Anarchy, this is your show. But if you don't like violence, blood, and crazy drama, my friend, run for your life. This is not for you. Now, to my final rating, I'm gonna give this series an 8.5 out of 10. Why? This series is one of the most underrated TV series of all time. Now, tell me, have you watched Banshee yet? If you have, I want to know what's your favorite scene and who is your favorite character. Drop them in the comment section because I need to hear what you think about this insane show. And if you enjoyed this review, hit that subscribe button because Flakes and Chills is just getting started. That's a wrap, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!